In introducing our series of the theory of psychological types of Carl Jung, I laid down the basic premise. Each of us human has 4 basic psychological functions: thinking, feeling, sensation, and intuition. We all have them, yet if in a given person all actions emerge of logical calculation and thoughts are which dominate his psychic life, we may categorize the person as an extroverted thinking type. A psyche in which thinking reigns upon the other functions such as feeling, making a mere subordinate of their effect on personality. I won't go into detail of what categorizes extroverted thinking as a function, as I have already done so in my previous video. We will look into some other features, but as a reminder, this type of person, every step he takes is based on a neatly planned intellectual conclusion, which is often derived of generally accepted truths and observable facts. The ultimate formula. He selects a collectively agreed upon ideology, be it religious, political, intellectual, makes it a metric of judgment for himself and everything around him. Since thinking is what his nature was most designed to do, he cannot help but give too much weight to his thoughts and be oriented by them. Insofar as thoughts and opinions are highly valued, we can discern a level of rigidness in this person. A real bliss on the flip side, as it fosters self-trust and self-assuredness. This beginning of Jung's description of the thinking type may prompt you to see this personality as controlling. Although true, it is a relative rigidness. Let's elaborate. For a moment, I want you to imagine a circle of medium proportions. This symbolizes the criterion, the formula the thinking type has chosen by which the world is judged. The inside surface includes everything in person that goes in harmony with it, the outside area for stuff that doesn't. The thinking type acts as a positive element as long as his circle of tolerance is of wider range. If the formula is broad enough, this type may play a very useful role in social life as a reformer, public prosecutor, or purifier of conscience, or as the propagator of important innovations. But the more rigid the formula, the more he develops into a martinet, a quibbler, a prig who would like to force himself and others into one mold. The distinction I made here is to point out that this is not a bad person after all. His nature just leans a bit toward making others comply to him. But yes, compared to them, he is more prone to grow up to be an intolerant and controlling person. This can be prevented, provided the willingness to study oneself. Nevertheless, the nature of his consciousness itself often seems to drive everything through his judgment metric in order to welcome or discard. The extroverted thinking type of person would excel at leading people, because he judges harshly based on an overarching ideal he sets for himself and others. We may presume that he's skilled at cutting down on self-sabotage more effortlessly than others, which makes of this type a good leader. So on the periphery of their effect on us, their rigidity being light on the periphery might affect us with direction and discipline, but if we get deeper into their radius, they become tyrannical and try to control us. Along these lines, Jung alluded how the extroverted thinking type has the best influence on others if they are to remain simple acquaintances. Things get off the rail the farther someone goes about knowing them. They will push away those who do not go along with their formula. Those who stick around are usually of a chameleon nature, and family members who cannot disown the extrovert and cannot help but submit to their dictatorship. That's it for today, guys. Next one, we dive further into the extroverted thinking type. See you soon.